Thanks to everyone who have subscribed. If you have not, please do. And thanks for coming out here. I really appreciate you. Breaking news. Police writes Magu. Insists he's being detained by Presidency. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time we're reaching you today. We are really grateful that you are always very supportive, and we truly, sincerely appreciate you, my people. God bless you. Well, we know about the Magu ongoing investigation. The person is supposed to be watching and making sure that Nigeria is crime-free is the very architect and the very person who is the sole, talking about the very person who is a criminal himself. The investigation is ongoing, not a criminal until proven guilty, but somebody who has been implicated, who should not be implicated in anything with regards to this kind of matter, has been implicated. We're talking about the person of Ibrahim Magu, the acting chairman of EFCC. Anyway, he's implicating the presidency with regards to the investigation, and let's get on to the news and get all the details. Breaking news. Police writes Magu insists he's being detained by Presidency. The Nigerian police has denied detaining suspected acting chairman of the Economic and Financial Crime Commission, EFCC, Ibrahim Magu. This was contained in a statement, letter signed by DCP Idewu, Principal Staff Office of the Inspector General of Police, IGP Mohammed Adamu. It was addressed to Magu's counselor, Tosin Ojomo, in response to his bail application. The police made it clear that Magu was being detained by the presidency. The Inspector General directs that all attention be drawn to the fact that the Nigerian police is not investigating Ibrahim Magu. He is accordingly not being detained by the police by the presidential panel that is investigating the activities of the Economic and Financial Crime Commission. We have no dealings with what is going on with him. It is the presidential panel that is handling Ibrahim's investigation. The Inspector General of Police therefore advised that you consider redirecting your request to the chairman of the presidential panel for appropriate attention, the letter reads. Magu was picked up by a combined team of Department of State Services, DSS, and police personnel last week and taken to the presidential villa, where he has continued to face questions from a panel headed by a retired appeal court judge, Ayo Salime. Well, the matter is still ongoing. We know that Ibrahim Magu has been implicated with regards to some financial misconduct, and as a result, his people are writing, Ibrahim Magu is supposed to be somebody of integrity, supposed to be somebody who Nigerians can close their eyes and vouch for. But apparently, most Nigerian, people who work in public offices, not all, have, have mismanaged the offices on which they were given the responsibility and conferred the opportunity to be able to give administration and look after in the interest of the public. What we are hearing today, what we are hearing now is that the presidential task force is the one, investigating Ibrahim Magu. Ibrahim Magu's case is a case where you have given the cat the fish to hold. We all know that cat and fish, that analogy. In Nigeria, we say cat and rat. Yes, giving it to hold, you know what will happen to the rat. By the time you come and make a request and ask the cat where the rat is, you will find that the rat will be pointing down, down his, from the mouth, pointing to his digestive tract, to his stomach. That's where the rat is at the moment. What are we talking about? This is very crucial, and this is very important, that people who head public offices, especially a trusted position, so highly esteemed, something of integrity that Nigerians should be able to vouch for you, to say, yes, he's a man of integrity and honor. Constantly, really, what we have been seeing in Nigeria is that this agencies that's supposed to be watching, and looking after, public office are even the ones mismanaging these very public offices. And matters that have been coming up, we've seen that quite a number of people have been implicated. Some have cleverly, taken out themselves. Ibrahim Magu is the only one dancing to the tune of the music right now. He has implicated the he has as well implicated the Chief Justice of the Federation, talking about Abubakar Malami. Abubakar Malami has been implicated in this matter. But guess what? Abubakar Malami, is still like a slippery slogan, something slippery, and is gradually slipping out of the hand of, Ibrahim Magu. Ibrahim Magu apparently is the only one dancing to the tune of the music that he has set on. And Nigerians, this is what is going on. Buhari's administration said they are coming on the back of, fighting corruption, transparency. But really, truly, and really, we have not experienced this in Nigeria, and not, especially in Buhari's administration. There is a lot of irregularity. I'll give a little countdown so you can understand where we are coming from. First of all, when Buhari's administration started, it started in the ground by saying that they were fighting against corruption and that they want Nigeria to be better and great. Nigerians were quite happy, and they stood right behind Buhari, saying, for once, somebody is have a vision to steer the nation in the right direction. Everyone was quite happy. Guess what happened? Nigerians began to expect change. Nigerians' trust was, grossly betrayed when the administration has barely started and we began to see the cracks on the wall. What do I mean? Look, take for instance I'll start from the very, very recent one, talking about palliative. We know that in this country, on the onset of coronavirus, the minister for Humanitarian Disaster Affairs said she was giving Nigerians relief. What is this relief? They said, according to the Nigerian population, from the national treasury of this country, as some of I don't know the exact amount, was relieved was released out of the public office fund to say that they were alleviating and helping Nigerians cope with the whole stress of the coronavirus, and especially with the lockdown. Guess what? How many states in the country got that palliative? Every single Nigerians definitely put together that the numbers have also been inflated. Don't forget that aspect. Include that in the maths and calculate how many billions or trillions of naira was relieved from the nation's treasury, all in the name that they were going to assist Nigerians with palliative. Where is the palliative today? How many states actually got the palliative? Even in a state, the very state that got the palliative, how many local governments in that state got the palliative? That is the tip of the iceberg, to mention but a few. Do you know recently there is a job offer being given? Nigerian government will begin to employ about 7,000 or 700,000 number of people. But guess what? Do you know, as I speak, Apple Line Media, we've done that news. Please refer to our former news and see for yourself that the whole job allocation has already been shared from president to ministers to senators to House of Representative members across the board. Governors, it has been shared. I'm not even giving you story. Please refer to our former news and see for yourself if what I'm telling you is out of order or out of place. It has been shared. So any common Nigerian man cannot just go on a website, apply for this position and get the job. No, not if you don't know anybody. So that's what is happening in Nigeria today as we speak. And you don't call that corruption? No, my dear, that is gross corruption in this country. Anyway, moving forward, that job has been allocation has already been shared. As we speak, already been shared. Sound seal delivered has already been shared as we are speaking. So Nigerians that went to school that have, that are qualified for such position cannot just wake up one morning, go into that position and say, oh, we want to apply, and they go through the process, they win, they qualify, and they get a job. No. You have to be recommended. How many of us in Nigeria know anybody in political position so you see the chances that they are given to Nigerians. This is what is happening in broad daylight. What about the N power? As we are talking now, the N power has been shared, and the Minister of Humanitarian Disaster Affairs, what's her name? Sadia Ajia. She said, well, Nigerians that are going to Nigerians are is it batch B or phase B of the project? Meanwhile, a particular unit has been shared from senators to House of Representatives all across the board. This is the country that we are, and it's called democracy, where national cake is being shared in broad daylight. What do do you think? Don't forget to like us, share, subscribe. Click on the notification button so you can get all our latest news. God bless you. Bye for now.